The OnePlus Nord N20 5G is finally here, available through Metro by T-Mobile, and as everybody knows, Metro will offer you such a great deals if you join Metro or if you start a new number. I will explain all of that for you. Stay with me here and don't go away. But before we start, please, if you don't mind, to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and you can give me a thumbs up. I'm gonna be doing unboxing and my first impression. This is Variety Stick, and let's find out. As everybody knows, OnePlus normally offer high specifications with low pricing. And what about if I tell you this phone available through Metro, and Metro is gonna throw more deals and specials for you. Now, if you're interested and you want to buy the phone as like retail unlock without any carrier, you guys gonna expect to spend $300 to buy this phone, which is, in my opinion, is not a bad deal. Still, the price is affordable based on the specifications of the phone. I will give you more details about the specifications, but now if you want to join Metro by T-Mobile as a switcher, the phone is going to cost you $69.99, $70 to switch your number from your current carrier to Metro. I would highly recommend always to call your local store to gather all the information. This deal, it might change by the time. And also put in your mind, if you're coming from T-Mobile or T-Mobile brands, you might not gonna get the same price I mentioned here, so always make sure to call your carrier. Now, if you just want to start a new activation as like a new customer starting a new number, you're going to be expecting to pay $130. Of course, there is some activation fee and tax will be applied, plus the first month of service. And if you're willing to do upgrade and your exist customer, Metro still gonna offer you a deal with $80 discount on the retail price. Means if you have your phone active over 6 months, you will be eligible to pay only $210. Now, the phone specifications is starting with a display. We have AMOLED 6.4 inch 20:9 85 screen to body ratio with resolution 1080 by 2400, which is good specifications for a mid-range phone like this, and the amount of PPI 409. For the operating system, we're going to have Android 11, which is Oxygen OS. As everybody knows, this is a customized Android, close to the stock Android in all OnePlus phones. Now, the chipset, we have Snapdragon 695, it's 5G with octa-core for the CPU, and the GPU 619 Adreno. For the memory, 128GB storage, decent storage with 6GB of RAM. The phone features triple camera on the back, 64 megapixel wide camera. The video recording 1080 30 FPS. The video capability in this phone is not too shabby in my opinion. And we have 2 megapixel macro and 2 megapixel depth. The specification for the camera is not high, and we miss ultra wide camera as well. The front will be 13 megapixel camera with 1080 30 FPS for the video. I will provide more tests later on in this video for the camera, and I will give you more details in my opinion. And finally, the battery 4500 with 33 watt of fast charging. This is, in my opinion, a decent speed for the battery, and 4500, in my opinion, decent, not super good. Now let's do a quick unboxing. The box is huge, as you guys can see. So we have another beefy box right there. It has some information, and there is no Metro brand on the box as well. And that seems to me all the phone from Metro don't have this. Still got the seal. Let's crack this open and look what comes with this phone. We're gonna have OnePlus right there. The presentation, it looks nice, and this is what we expect from OnePlus. This, I believe, it has some manual information and the SIM ejector tool, and we're gonna have the phone. As I said, the unboxing experience is so good with this phone, and we have this divider here. I'm sure there is some more stuff on the back. So here's the phone. As you guys can see, we have two big lenses over here, and the phone is very flat. Feels good, and it's not heavy phone. Nice. And then we have this huge 33 watt of fast charging, very big charger. And we have this red fancy cable from OnePlus. Honestly, the presentation is amazing in this phone, and the good things that they throw 33 watt of fast charger. So let me set everything back on the box and just move to the phone, remove that plastic, and see the phone for the first time. There we go. And let me tell you, this phone looks absolutely beautiful. Look at that color. It's kind of like a blue color. Amazing. And it's very flat from here, as you guys can see. And here is how the phone is going to look from the front. The fingerprint, if you ask me, is going to be dedicated in the display itself, because this is AMOLED screen, so they can put that fingerprint scanner. And the volume up down keys. From the left side is the SIM card right there, and we have the power key from here, and we have also a headphone jack with C type and speaker. Now I'm gonna play with the phone, and then we come back to you with my first impression. Now, after spending some time with a OnePlus, let me kick off with the design and the build construction and tell you what I think about the design. The design is one of the most beautiful designs you can see on the phone. It replicates the iPhone 13, but still no complaint about the design. The build construction, this phone is made out of plastic, so you guys are not going to expect the premium feel to it, but for me, in general, the phone looks so nice, and I can't really complain much because, you know, at the end of the day, the price of the phone. The back of the phone is a shiny plastic right there, and the fingerprint is not magnet, and this is a plus in my opinion. The phone has that headphone jack, the speaker, as I said, a fingerprint on screen, and the fingerprint, honestly, very responsive and very fast. I didn't have any complaints. Now, if you don't like fingerprint in general, the phone will offer you also face unlock. Now, speaking about the display also is very powerful. As I said, it's AMOLED. The angle of view, the brightness level is good, a 409 ppi with full high definition. No complaints about the display, except that the phone doesn't have high refresh rate. If that phone would have like 90 Hz refresh rate, that would be mind-blowing. For the operating system, the phone has Oxygen OS with Android 11, which is a bit old in my opinion. I would like to see Android 12 came out of the box, since this phone just came out recently. But anyways, the Oxygen OS close to the stock with some customization and some extra features that OnePlus push on the phone. I will be making dedicated video to explain more features, tips and tricks about the OnePlus Nord N20 in the future here on the channel, so you guys make sure to subscribe in order not to miss this video. Now, for the hardware performance, as expected, Snapdragon 695 will give you a decent performance. For people, they want to use the phone as normal with some applications for social media, browsing, watching YouTube or streaming apps, play video games. As normal graphic, you guys gonna have no problems or whatsoever in the phone, unless if you wanna push and go beyond the phone, it might start lag if you wanna go for a high graphic games. In my opinion, the performance is decent, and for the price, I can't really complain about the processor. Especially the phone will give you 128 GB storage, which is plenty of storage to download lots of games and apps, and 6 GB of RAM helps a lot. Now, for the battery performance, in my opinion, this is not the best phone with the battery performance, but this is back for so many things. For instance, the phone has AMOLED screen with more ppi, helps to drain the battery quicker, and the phone has more powerful processor, 6 GB of RAM, and you guys gonna expect to push the phone for a different level. In this case, you guys gonna expect 8 hours of screen on time. 1 day, day and a half, it depends on how you use your phone or how you adjust the screen brightness. So it's up to you, but you guys gonna expect, for if you heavy user, you might need to recharge the battery at the end of the day. And since you're talking about charging, this phone is gonna charge so quickly. 33 watts, in my opinion, is super fast charging, and the phone will take up to hour and a half to fill up the battery completely. Now for the camera and the camera performance, this is in my opinion after testing and shooting with the camera, you will be able to take decent pictures during the day. And also one of the things I like, the phone offer up to 5x zoom without cropping the quality of the picture. So for macro and close-up pictures, zooming, this phone is gonna give you a good performance. The phone lack of the wide angle, which is a lot of people prefer, but this phone doesn't have this feature. The video recording is not so good. The phone offers slow motion, but everything on basic. The front facing camera, pretty much I like it even more than the back camera. It offers very good pictures. Taking selfie, especially the background, is gonna look so sharp and it's gonna be very clear. And the phone also offers portrait and some other modes and some filters. At the end, you're gonna have a good quality pictures. Generally speaking about the camera, don't have much complaint, but definitely if you're buying a phone because you can expect the best performance of the camera, OnePlus N20 maybe not the phone for the best camera performance. Now, long story short, OnePlus Nord N20 is a good buy, especially if you consider Metro by T-Mobile offer for switcher $69. You can't go wrong with the phone. Plenty of storage, 6 GB of RAM, decent performance for the camera, quick charge with 33 watts, and a beautiful looking device that you can't find anywhere with the same price. That was very much it for this video. I wish you guys enjoy and find this review helpful. If it did, you can give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will talk to you in the next video. Peace.